Hello and welcome to the transcription explanation of this design. It was done using Loren Sherman script, which uses a combination of dots and lines on these 4 different stems to make our consonants, and vowels are quite a bit trickier. They're smaller circles, and they have different positions depending upon what vowel they are, and if they're attached on one of these 4 stems. So this is kind of like a quick reference guide of this is the word circle line, A's are outside of it, E's, I's, U's on the line, O's inside of the word circle, so the word circle is this outer circle, or on this word it's here. This is a sentence circle, by the way, around it. And then these little circles are kind of representative of the consonant stems. So if we have an E by itself, it's on the line of the word circle. But if it's enclosed on one of these stems, it's in the middle of it. So this is a B, E, this is a J-E, because that's a J stem, a T-E, and a T-H-E. So anyway, let's take a look at this design and talk about its parts. So I got a lot of concentric circles going on, and it's hard to pick out what is what. So if we look at the outside circle, this is the sentence circle, because there's no stems on it, and it's to give a safe spot for anything you want to connect to land on. So anything on this doesn't matter, doesn't count, doesn't do anything, so you can have any bit of the gate kind of touching here or connecting here on this thick outside ring. And then we have this next ring, which is our word circle because it has a stem on it. Yay! So this deep divot is a stem, and then these other divots, these other things are parts of the other stems. So anyway, we read bottom counterclockwise, so you'd read like this here, and then this, and then this, and then this, and then this. But if there's something not exactly at the 6 o'clock position, you go if something crosses it on this quadrant, in which there is nothing, there's only something up here on this upper quadrant, or if it crosses the middle in this quadrant. So this does cross the middle. Long story short, if it crosses the middle and it's the lowest thing, it's what you read first. So here we have our first letter stem, and it's this deep divot. And we look for the modifier. So there's no dots in this whole design. Dots are always filled in. Vowels are these open little circles. But there are a bunch of lines, because these lines, they don't have to be straight, they can curve. So here we have our stem, and let's see what's on it. So this line passes through, and lines that pass through don't count. So this thick one doesn't count here, but this thin one ends here, so that's one. Here's that vowel, here's another thin one, and then this thick one passes through. So just these 2 thin ones are on the consonant stem. So that would be 2 lines. So that is an H, and then we have a vowel on it, and it is towards the middle of the word circle and like a beat on a string. So it is like this. So it's an O. So H, O, and this is just a connector line to kind of help the structural bit of this word, because when it's going to be a gate or a metal work, it's nice to have a connection point of this big ring here. So anyway, so that's all that this is here. And it's attached to just a line, so it doesn't change or do anything. So anyway, continuing around, here's our next set of consonant and vowel teams. And this is a circle inside the word circle. So it's like this. So word circle, circle inside it. Let's count up what ends on it. So here's 1 line ending on it. 2, passes through, doesn't count. Passes through, doesn't count. 3. So these 3 thick lines all end on it. So that is an M. And then right in the middle of it, we have this E. Right in the middle of it. So like that. So yeah, that is this design. H-O-M-E. And what's cool about it is it's symmetrical along this. So it's flippable. So if we were to have flipped it like this, it is still read H-O-M-E. And it's even kind of less difficult. So if we're looking at the back side of the gate, we'll see this, but if we're looking at the front side of the gate, we'll see this. So both say home, even if it's mirrored or flipped backwards. So yeah, anything in between here would all read home. So yeah, that's that. Yeah, quick recap of the things that you can do with it. You can flip it, and you can attach things to this thick outside circle. So that's for whoever's making the gate to know that.